Hello, fellow music nuts. How are you? Um, Before I start anything, I'd like to quickly just apologise for not carrying on with my 1001 albums project. The reason being is I came down with a rather nasty sore throat, which is still kind of there, and it seems to be moving to my chest, and um, the whole household is riddled with the dreaded loogie. We've all had COVID tests and we're all negative, but you will probably hear my sister coughing her guts up because she can't stop, but I can't wait any longer to make another video. So I apologise if I cough, and I apologise for my sister coughing, and all that stuff. However, I will be continuing with my 1001 albums project, but I'm going to take a little while before I make the next video because I need to work out exactly how I'm going to do it, because it didn't quite pan out the way I'd imagined it in my head when I realised I was missing half the albums, and it kind of felt a bit silly doing this whole project about the book when I don't even have half the albums, because I was just replacing every single album with something that I'd chosen, and that's not quite what I was trying to do. So I might put it on hold for a little while. But in the meantime, I have 3 rankings for you all, and I shall be making them now, although they will be in separate videos. But I will do this one first. So my first ranking is Deftones. This is my least favourite to most favourite, but that's kind of perhaps my most listened to my least listened to, or something. It's really difficult with Deftones because I really love all their albums, but I had to try and rank them for the video, obviously. So we'll start off with an honourable mention, because as you probably know, they just released their 20th anniversary of White Pony, which comes with a bonus disc which's got Black Stallion on it. I wasn't sure whether to include this in the discography or not, because it's kind of a bonus disc, but it is also kind of a separate album. So if I did include it, I've only actually listened to it twice, so I would say it's somewhere in the middle, because I really enjoy the remixes. But I don't really know it well enough to sort of say, yeah, that's where I'd place it. So for now, it's an honourable mention. Let's get on with the ranking proper, shall we? So my least favourite of the albums that Deftones have done is Koi no Yokan, which is Japanese for something, I don't know what, but the main reason it's my least favourite is because I know it the least. Terrible reason, but honestly, I listen to it the least, and every time I do listen to it, I kind of zone out after a while. I don't know why. Maybe it's just not that engaging. It's a pretty good album though. Leathers is good. Poltergeist is good. I like Graphic Nature and Tempest. Gauze. It's a pretty good album, but for some reason I've just never really got into it. Maybe it's just the time period it was released or something. I don't know. But something's got to be last anyway, so that's the one I chose. Next up is their debut, Adrenaline. This is really good. The riffs are amazing, and the drumming and everything. But it also feels like sort of they're testing the water. The production's very muddy. It's very sort of grungy almost, and they would basically release bigger and better things after this, but it's a good starting point. Some great riffs like Nosebleed, 1 Week, 7 Words, Engine Number 9, Minus Blindfold, Bored. Great songs. Chino does some great vocals on it, but it all boils down to the fact that basically they improved on this, and so it's quite low in the thingy. Excuse me. So next up, I had a bit of a difficult decision. I couldn't decide where to put the rest of them. So I went with their second album next, which is Around the Fur. It does have My Own Summer on it, which is a bloody brilliant song. And Actually, so is the rest of the album. Be Quiet and Drive is also good, you know. But again, every album that Deftones does is not completely different, but very different from the last, and I just feel like they improved on it. I mean, when I first heard this, I thought, whoa, how could they do anything better? And then I heard like White Pony and pretty much every other album, and I was like, ooh. There are some songs in here that I feel are stronger than some other albums, but one or two songs can't make up for a whole album. So while it's good, it's also kind of a little bit, I don't know, inconsistent, I suppose. Very varied. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Next up, we have Gore. Not many people seem to like this, but I really enjoy the more melodic side of Deftones. Chino Moreno's got such an amazing voice and such an amazing way of constructing melodies. And they go to town with it on this album. Plus, Flamingo's on the cover. I mean, it's really good. But it's so good. Like, everything's really catchy, it's dynamic. It's great. It's great. But then they went one step better with their debut and their newest album, Alms, which is quite possibly going to be my album of the year. Although I got so few albums that were released this year that I'm not sure if I actually have enough to do a top 20, top 10. But there you go. I really like this one. My favourite song on the album is Urantia. It's great. It's probably the best, strongest song on the album. The rest's pretty cool as well. And Terry Date's back to produce as well. These next two, I could flip them round any moment, but I'm going with Deftones, their self-titled album. What I really like about this one is the way the guitars sort of play two melodies at the same time and things like that, and then Chino comes in as well. It's really epic in soundscape. It's so good. And again, his vocals are just incredible. I wish I could do stuff like that, but I can't, so I'm going to cry now. Plus, it's got a song on it called Moana. It should have been the soundtrack to the film. It's great. It's a great album. Next, we have Diamond Eyes, which is a great album. The first half is epic, right up to Rocket Skates, and then the last three songs kind of feel like a medley, sweet thing, which just goes so well together. You've Seen the Butcher is a great song. Rocket Skates is great. Diamond Eyes, the title track, is amazing, and then the last three songs just go together so well. I've never ever listened to them not together. Plus, I got this on white vinyl, so it has to be quite high in the list. Again, I could swap this for that one at any time, but Saturday Night Wrist was an album that they actually struggled to make, as my research leads me to believe. They had quite a lot of like inner band tension at the time, but some of the songs are just so good. In fact, most of the songs are so good. Hole in the Earth has got that amazing melody in it in the chorus. Beware as well, and Cherry Waves, just brilliant. Then you've got the song that Sergej Tankian is on, but I can't remember which one it is. The Don't Kill Me. I think it's Mine, but I can't remember. But it's just a great album. Which leads the last but not least being White Pony. Again, I could probably swap this out for the last three. And this is largely considered their best. I do really like it. Knife Party and Teenager are awesome. Passenger's great. Change in the House of Flies is amazing. Pink Maggot is a really cool, epic ending. And it's just really good. It's just really, really good. It sees the band adding shoegaze to their stuff, and it's just, oh, I love it. And also, it just came out at the perfect time. Like, I was 12, maybe 13 when it came out, so of course it was like whoa type stuff. So, there you go. So that's my ranking, and let me know what you think of my ranking or how you would rank the albums in the comments below. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe, and I have more rankings coming. And thank you for watching. You're awesome. Thanks. Bye.